Dictionaries?
Yeah.
What is dictionaries?
I'm glad you asked.
What did I call this?
Yeah, that's,
The
plot.
library.
Yeah.
Libraries and dictionaries.
All right, so dictionaries are very important.
Why?
Okay, I'll show you why. Let's go back to ESPN.com.
ESPN.com.
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite.
All right. So if I go to, like, say, a list of players, say on the Sixers,
Uh-huh.
right? So here's my list of players. We can start by just writing out, a list. Okay? So let's delete this. So if I start with a list, we see that we have, Ryan, Brokoff, and Alec Burks, and Joel Embiid. So that would be, players equals Ryan and Alec and Joel. So
Stop. Players equals brackets, parentheses, comma, and bracket. Then you wrote players, and it came out the same words. Okay.
But what we can see is that actually there's different attributes of this individual. Like the name is Ryan, the position is shooting guard, the age is 30, and the height is 6'6", and the weight is 215.
Okay.
So we want a way to like store attributes about this player.
Okay.
So if I just want to do Ryan, and I do, okay, well, his name is Ryan, and his age is 30, and let's say, his weight is 215 and his salary is 1.4. There's 1. So his weight is 215 and his salary is 1. Well, right now, it's hard to know, like this is a list, but it's hard to know what corresponds to what. Like this could be his last name, right? And this could be like his salary. And 215, like maybe that's, I don't know, the number of games he's played, or right? So we don't know what this data corresponds to.
Right.
So really what we should do is label each of the corresponding values here. And we do that with a dictionary. So notice I'm going to use the squiggly brackets now. And I'm going to say first name, colon, then the value, Ryan.
Okay.
Now I'm going to say age, colon, his age, 30. Let's do one more. Weight, colon, 215.
Okay.
So the pattern is, begin it, this is called a dictionary. I begin with the squiggly brackets, right?
Right.
Then I put in a set of key value pairs. So the key is generally a string.
Yes.
I do the colon, and then I do the value. The value can be a string, it can be a number. Then I go to the next one. Key, colon, the value. So this could be like 30.
Right.
Key, colon, value.
Stop. Then the next one is key, which is weight, colon, and the value.
Great.
So key is the weight, parentheses inside of key.
That's called quotation marks.
There you go. Quotation marks, colon, and then the number, squiggly.
To end the dictionary. Right, this is the
End of the dictionary.
Right, so this whole thing, right, we can call this like my sample dictionary. Right, we can store this thing too by assigning it to a variable. Okay. Now generally, this is not going to be great because we want only, each key should be unique.
Yes.
Right, so let's not do this one. We'll do Ryan. So this is my dictionary. So first name is Ryan, age is 30, weight is 215.
Okay.
Okay, so now if I retrieve this variable, I get back the dictionary, and I can get specific information about this person. Let's call him, what's his name? Is Ryan Brokoff. So we'll call him Ryan B. Ryan B. Ryan B. Okay. So now let's get, for instance, by the way, also notice that we didn't keep the order here. Like here I start with first name. That's because dictionaries, the order isn't important because the way we're going to get data is by asking questions. And those questions are going to be, what's the value that corresponds to this key? So for instance, if I want to know what the first name is, I'm going to say, what's the value that corresponds to first name? So Ryan, square bracket, first name.
Square bracket.
Yeah, weird,
Whoa.
right? So even though I define it with the squiggly bracket,
yeah.
I access the information with the square bracket.
Oh.
So if I want to get the age, what should I do?
Ryan underscore B.
Yep.
Square bracket. Age.
Good. Cool. So this is how I access information from a dictionary.
Square bracket.
Square bracket, the key.
From the key.
Okay. So
Let's
now
do one more.
You type.
I hate typing. Ryan underscore B underscore B square brackets wait. Shift returned.
So the error is weight is not defined.
Why not?
Because
I didn't do the parentheses, the
quotation marks.
Quotation marks.
So why don't we change that? So remember, everything we have to, if we don't define it, if we don't do like weight equals something, that's what it's looking for.
Shift return.
Good job. All right, cool. So that is dictionaries. Dictionaries, we have key value pairs. Each pair is separated with a comma, just like with a list. We go from one element to the other with a comma. And in between the key and the value, we have a colon. Okay?
Oh, colon again.
Right? Yeah. Then finally, the keys are generally strings. The values can be whatever we want. So here it's a string, here it's 30. And if what's cool is we can also be like, Ryan B, tell me all of your keys. Shows me all the keys. Ryan B, show me just all of the values. Shows me all of the values. Ryan B, how many key value pairs do you have? 3.
Whoa, I don't know what len means.
Len is the length.
Oh.
All right. So once we define it properly, then we can ask questions, right? We can select, just the keys, first name, age, weight, just the values, what those values are, how many.
And if we just want the first thing, do we do 0?
No, because remember, there's no order, right?
Yeah,
Remember,
the
order got all switched. The only way to access our data is with specifying the key.
Okay.
Right?